Well, there you have it. So did we just see the next president of the United States? Is this Romney's race to lose? Our free marketeers are back. We have Richard Socarides, Democratic strategist, former senior advisor to President Clinton. CNBC contributor Tony Fratto is a former White House deputy press secretary. And Mike Flynn, editor-in-chief of BigGovernment.com, one of my favorite websites. Look, Mike Flynn, I want to go to you because this is tongue-in-cheek, but Romney had a commanding presence last night, and none of the others really took him on effectively. However, and this is a big however, not a single vote has been cast in a caucus or a primary. Where do you see this race? How commanding is Romney?
It's a huge however. Romney does have a commanding presence. He is presidential. He has been auditioning for this job for 4 or 5 years. The problem is not whether he's presidential. The problem is what he does as president. And I think, you see that poll you mentioned now that Kaine has surged to the top. All that, before it was Bachmann surging, then Perry surged, now Kaine surged. It goes to a deep suspicion and undercurrent of lack of support for Mitt Romney among the Republican base.
Wait, let me get this right. Tony Fratto, is Mitt Romney some liberal? Is he in the wrong
not
party?
At all. Far
the
from
way
it.
I hear this from some of my conservative friends, Romney is a big lib. Is that true? Is that your take?
It's not true, and it does. It goes back to
it has been
healthcare in Massachusetts, right? And that's going to be an issue that he's going to have to deal with throughout this campaign. But I think what you're seeing is these successive candidates get into the race. They test them against Romney. It lasts for about 2 to 3 weeks, and then they decide that, Romney still looks like the most presidential candidate. He's performing the best in the debates, and we've seen that through his cycle now. I think maybe we're seeing that with Herm Cain right now, who's a terrific guy, and he's running a terrific race, right?
He'd make a great commerce secretary, wouldn't he?
Terrific commerce secretary.
Newt Gingrich over at HHS.
Secretary of
Michelle Bachmann running the education department. Maybe we put Rick Santorum in the defense department.
This is so scary. This is very scary for us Democrats.
This
whole notion.
I want to ask you about this because you may be the first Democrat who's really going to give me an honest answer. Romney looks strong against Obama. Is that not the case?
Yes, he looks very strong, the strongest of them all. He looks like the only one who could have any kind of a chance. I mean, this guy looks like he's ready for presidential prime time. You can envision him in a debate on the stage along with Barack Obama and holding his own. The rest of them, I mean, you can't even imagine. Can you imagine Herman Cain?
In a couple more months, any of us would have a chance running against Barack Obama.
No, I don't think that's true. I really think that, the power of incumbency, it is very hard to beat a incumbent president.
I know, but in the words of Barack Obama, it's math, and the math is the unemployment rate, the lack of GDP growth, the likelihood.
There's a lot of math. There's a lot of math in the Electoral College lineup also that does give President Obama.
Yes, that's absolutely right. It's a very, very important point.
But Romney is looking very good, right? But we can't forget that we are still in October.
That's my point. Not a single vote in a caucus or a primary has been cast.
Yeah, go back 4 years ago today.
Governor Romney's polling is not spectacular. He's never getting more than 25%. And Governor Perry has a war chest. It's going to take him through the first half dozen primaries. It's going to be a real fight. He's running a tough ad against Romney Care or Obama Care or whatever care it's called. So how can be even though Rick Perry is not a debater, okay, we know that. I'm going to interview him tomorrow night. We're going to talk a little bit.
Let's see how he does.
Is debating the only thing that matters?
No, it's not.
Are we just moving too fast here?
And can I say, can I just ask, whose genius idea was it in the GOP to let a bunch of smug liberal journalists moderate all their debates?
Smug?
Oh, no, that's not the truth. We had the Fox News debate.
My pal Charlie.
Can I tell you a little?
Go ahead.
Here's how the Democrats see it. I mean, Romney is really the moderate of the field. Yes. I mean, we think that Obama is a moderate within the Democratic field. Romney is the most moderate.
I don't think Obama.
I know you don't, because we heard that in the last segment.
I don't think so.
But he is a moderate. I'll tell you, Larry, he's a moderate.
Okay.
Obama is a moderate. Romney is a moderate.
If you had 12 months, you couldn't convince me of that.
But what are all these people in the Republican Party? I mean, the Republican Party has been taken over by people who want, dramatic change on the right. These right-wingers. I mean, are they going to sit by and let Romney take this nomination? I mean, I think that's a big question.
With Mitt Romney, I think.
How is that possible?
Because you're seeing some of the faults in the other candidates, right? We're seeing, we've been testing Rick Perry now, right? And it's true, he has not performed at all well in the debates. That was not expected. It was expected that Rick Perry would perform very well in the debates.
Not expected.
So he's not been a great candidate.
But debates are not votes.
They're not. But economic plans matter, Larry. And you'll talk to the governor tomorrow.
And I'm going to ask him what his program.
I don't know
he hasn't told us his
He has it, and you know, I don't know. Like, I mean, showing up, it's like showing up at a gun. You know, the only thing worse than showing up at a gunfight with a knife is showing up with no knife at all, right? And that's what happened last night with Governor Perry.
Is the desire to win within the Republican Party so overwhelming that they will take a moderate?
Don't you think it's enormous?
Will take moderate.
Anyway, Romney is a free enterpriser. Romney wants to repeal Obamacare. Romney wants
China bash.
Well, I don't know. You want to defend China? I think China plays dirty pool.
I thought he sounded good on China. I thought he sounded good on China.
I mean, I'm serious. I may not agree with the currency manipulation bill, but China gets away with bloody murder. Shouldn't people stand up for America in that debate? That's all Romney's saying.
Threatening a trade war with our largest trading partner.
He said he didn't want a trade war. He specifically said they eat us more than we eat.
It's hard to go one step in this without maybe getting to a trade war.
How many Americans hate China now? Between 95 and 99%?
Yeah, you X out the Chinese Americans, maybe, right?
Yes, with all due respect.
All right.
Romney really has a problem, though, with Romney Care. And that is a very, very high cliff.
All right, I got to leave it there. I don't think he does anymore. I think that is a passé issue, but I could be wrong. Let me get out of here. Richard Socarides, Tony Fratto, Mike Flynn, Mitt Romney, and we will have Governor Rick Perry. Don't forget, tomorrow evening, presidential candidate, Texas Governor Rick Perry with a zero income tax. There's something. We'll talk about policies and debates tomorrow evening on the Kudlow Report. Now, tonight, stay